If you are under 25 and you are not where you want to be, it is probably your fault. Not your parents, not school, not your friendships, not the government, just you. And if you don't fix this now, you might stay broke forever. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Max Holman, also known as Neo Trades. I have been trading for about a year now, and I'm consistently making $15,000 a month with day trading. But 2 years ago, I was a broke DJ. I was getting cheated on. I was lost in life, and I was struggling making my business work. And I also dropped out of high school. And for the first part of the video, I'm going to be going over why most teenagers are staying broke. So let me just break down the key traps that most teenagers fall into, which leads them down a bad path and prevents them from making money. So I'm just going to name a few. There's TikTok, there's going out and partying, there's weed, there's video games, and there's so many things to distract yourself with. And it all comes down to how much dopamine you're actually chasing. With it being 2025 and the world we live in, we are filled in a world of instant gratification where everybody is just looking for the tiniest bit of pleasure wherever they can get it. But the truth is that dopamine has you numb to reality, and when you're numb to reality, you can't study charts, you can't learn a skill that will make you money, you can't be sociable, you can't win. Because sometimes in order to grow, you need silence and you need clarity and you need time to think and analyze your situation. So that is the first step, is being aware of the dopamine traps you are in. You know what dopamine is, you know what bad habits are. Be aware of this. Second off is that most 19-year-olds have no real skills. And being productive isn't just watching Andrew Tate on TikTok or Instagram looking at motivational reels. That is not going to get you to where you want to be. One thing that I always keep in mind is that you get paid in proportion to the value you provide to the world. So if you're a day trader and you see a day trader who's making a lot of money with his brand online, posting on Instagram, because he makes a lot of money and he's teaching people, that is a high value skill. Or if you see people that are doing sales, that are running some type of promotions, or they're running their own personal brands and people are learning how to become better salesmen, and the creator is making a lot of money, it makes sense because they have built a skill which is extremely valuable to other people. The reason why you're not making a lot of money is because you're working at McDonald's and you're not giving any value to society. And when it comes down to trading, even if you learn it and you become profitable, I guarantee you that there's 5 to 10 people who would want to learn from you. Not that you have to charge them, but it's because trading is what can retire your entire family. Trading is a skill that you build over a long period of time, and it's not just a skill because it builds your mindset. You have to change and become a different person to be a profitable trader. And the thing is that school only teaches you how to do one thing, and that is be a slave and be an employee. It's to listen to others, listen to your boss, to get a degree, to go to school, to sit down, listen, go to the bathroom when you're told. That is not going to teach you how to make money, which is why you have to rely on one thing, which is social media. You're right here on YouTube right now watching this video, which means you can go out and utilize and learn any single skill that you want. I learned how to trade about 1 year ago, and this was from my friend named Greg, who is actually my current mentor, and he's been posting on social media for a while. But 1 year ago, I was broke. I wasn't making any money online with any skills, and now I'm consistently making $15K a month day trade. So day trading is a skill that I personally learned to go all in on. So now you have to decide what skill you want to learn. In my experience, I've made the most amount of money with day trading and sales. So if you want to go with those two, I would highly recommend it. You see number 3, and this is probably the worst one. This is the victim mindset, and so many people have this. I don't know why they have it, and I really think it is because of social media, because everybody's just out there looking on social media, just comparing themselves to others. But you have to remember that every successful person didn't just spawn in to where they are today. They had to start as a beginner, just like you. Whenever I'm starting something new, I always think about this one quote, and it's very simple. Every master was once a student. For someone to become extremely good at something, they had to learn it inside and out, from being a complete student from the beginning to being an absolute master at that skill. And I truly believe that life comes from you and life doesn't come at you. And sure, my parents have made mistakes. Sure, I've gotten cheated on. Sure, all these bad things have happened to me, but I'm still successful. And it's because I didn't let it stop me. And it's because when bad things happen to you, there's 2 handles to every situation. One handle is, this happened to me, I can't control it, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to blame them. I'm going to let it take up my entire life, my mindset, everything. Or you could say, this bad thing happened for me. This was meant to push me. This was meant to make me better. This was meant to make me more accountable. This was meant to make me choose the people that surround me more wisely. So always look at every situation with two handles, because some people are just extremely pessimistic, which means they look at everything in a negative way. But the more optimism you have in life, and the more open-minded you are about situations, good or bad, can be the difference between if you're successful or not. And number 4 is your circle. These are your boys, or your girls if you're a chick watching this video. If you're hanging around, let's say 5 dudes, every single day you meet up with them, first thing you do is smoke weed, then you play some Xbox all night, and you're the 6th person, you're gonna become the 6th person. Whereas for me, if you're gonna hang around 5 profitable day traders all day, trade with them all day, speak with them on a daily basis, manifest, talk about what dream cards you're gonna get, actually look at the roadmap that will take you to success, that's the key difference between someone who's successful or not. It's all about positioning. And with life, you have to be very intentional, because everything compounds. If you're doing bad habits and hanging out with bad people, that will only compound. Now for the second part of the video, I'm done telling you guys what to do, and I'm gonna tell you what I did that turned me into the man I am today. First thing was not being afraid to network and share your ideas. Sure, I had friends that, we'd only just hang out and just have fun and just do, things that kids, our 16, 17-year-old selves would do. But I also had friends that were extremely driven and motivated, that had the same aspirations and goals that I did. And the first thing I did was spend more time with them, see what they were doing, see how they were making money, see what they did that was working, and how I can improve myself. I also wholesaled real estate. Not sure if you guys know what that is, but I was going to many different networking events, and I was an 18-year-old going in there with not a lot of knowledge, no connections, and after doing it and going to 5 different events, I had over 100 new contacts in my phones for connects that I could use for a possible project. Because when you're young and you're driven and you have goals, older people really do respect that. Even when there's a skill you want to learn, if there's a content creator or someone that you know in person, just don't be afraid to reach out to them and ask them questions. I'm sure that they would want to help you. Over the past 4 years, I have been failing from one business to the next. And the first thing I started was a real estate videography business where I was calling up real estate agents. This was at 15 years old. This is when I was calling up real estate videography businesses, asking them if I can go and record their properties for a fee and make them a little demo walkthrough video. I also day traded about 3 years ago at my junior year of high school, and I lost $4,000 trading, and it was honestly because I just took shortcuts. I was not actually trying to learn it properly. I wasn't taking notes on it. I was just going into the markets with real money. I made a few thousand, then I lost everything. And I've sold products on Amazon, and that was a very big vision and dream for me, but you need a lot of capital to go into that space and build your own brand. And I also did real estate, but enough about that. I was going through trial and error for years, and I honestly was not afraid to fail, because failure is just another word for learning. And if you're willing to fail, that means you're willing to learn. You're willing to embarrass yourself and look like shit so that you can get better yourself. Because that's what it takes. That's what it takes to be amazing at something. It takes failure, and it takes a lot of it. Back then, if I actually stayed in the day trading game and I made some money from my job, put it back in, learned properly, had a mentor going into it, I would have been making hundreds of thousands of dollars by now, no doubt, but I just wasn't there yet mentally. So when I did originally get back into trading with my mentor, I was all in. And this is another topic that I've talked about in my other videos, is that you can't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You need to be all in on your goals. And I'm talking about, if you're deciding to trade, you better be there Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 4. If you want to trade, you better be taking notes every day. If you want to trade, you better be journaling your trades every day. You better be talking and networking with other traders. I'm telling you, like, focus is what will take you from getting profitable in 4 to 6 months compared to getting profitable in 2 to 3 years. And this all depends on how you live your life. In present day, I'm making $15,000 a month. I'm completely free. I can do whatever I want. I have an amazing relationship with my girlfriend. I go out, I spend some money, I go on vacations, I travel. Like, I'm honestly chilling, while most kids are just in college, probably doing degenerate activities. And now, for the last part of this video, enough yapping, I'm gonna go over the 4 things that you need to do to start making money and improving your life. Number one is to just cut the BS. This means just delete the social media apps that are keeping you obsessed and consuming content. Stop hanging out with the people or the friends that are in your circle that really are just drug obsessed or girl obsessed, or they have no real goals or aspirations. I mean, you don't need to stop hanging out with them, but just like limit your time with them and like use more of your valuable time and energy into something that will benefit you and your future. And just stop wasting your time on instant gratification activities that are not going to bring you to the next level. Number two is to pick one skill and learn it to the best of your ability so you can make money with it. And stop jumping around from thing to thing. I don't care if it's day trading, if it's sales, if it's e-commerce, if it's coding, whatever it is. If you're going to do it, you better be going all in on it and actually learning it all the way through so you know everything about it, and then you could come to a decision if that's something you actually want to pursue. And number three is to stop consuming and to start creating, because anyone who wins on social media is creating content. It could be in any niche. It could be in fishing, it could be in whatever, OnlyFans, it could be in day trading, it could be in any niche. And the people that are most successful are just sharing their journey and they're giving value to others. The people who lose are always consuming content, and they're always going to feel like shit because they're constantly comparing themselves to others because they're not creating something and getting positive feedback from it. Number four is to fail fast and learn even faster, because the faster you fail, the more you try to succeed and go through the trenches, is the more successful you're going to be. Because some people have such an ego that they just don't want to learn for some reason. I was kind of like this a few years ago, where other people were doing something well, but I wanted to do it my own way and I ended up not doing it right. So if you want to join a mentorship or you see someone that's profitable at trading, go and join the mentorship, bro. Don't try to learn it on your own, because I guarantee you will make so much money and learn so much in such a short period of time. Most teenagers, they waste the years that could have changed their lives forever. So if this video impacted you in any type of positive way, make sure you leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. But actually, hold on. Before I see you in the next one, you guys can trade live with me for free for 7 days. Hold on. 7 days, yeah. 7 days, you guys can trade live with me, see my strategy, see how I do things, and I would love to see you there. Link is right in the description, but I will see you guys in the next one.